just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better.
On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah, better when I wanna get better.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Greg Olson with you. Off we go from Denver. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
And we all like to see tick on. So put yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low. If you want this, do it now. Take it to the floor.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye. Here's Jake Hayes. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Nix. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Play action now. It's Nix. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Wow, out of bounds. Inside he says it's 1st and goal.
That's good.
A big-time play for the Broncos. 47 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. The incompletion is going to bring up third down and goal.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And this play going nowhere. He dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Go Lion. Set.
Herbert going to throw on this first play. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Charger first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Nick Benito there for the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Right into the hands of his running back, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set down. He picked up the first down.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking first.
Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here.
And he's in! DeAndre Lambert-Smith. Touchdown Chargers. Touchdown, number 11 on the year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, like that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
One is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins, and he shows off his strong legs right through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On second down, it's Nix. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for fourth down on your side of the field. But they clearly thought they had a play that they liked. But the defense came up huge. And now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. First down, L.A.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Herbert now on first down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. 12 yards on that hookup, and the Chargers have the first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick as that ball is coming.
Remember, he had a touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Now it is first and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got his tight end, Orlando Gadsden, the second.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop it to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders had different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
So a little extra time to think about this third and goal as we've hit the end of the first. The Chargers out to the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. We'll line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up fourth and goal.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line. I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
2nd and 10. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
They'll go play action with Nix. He's going to air this one out. Oh, trying to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Here's a run, going left, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Herbert. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver falls incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, like, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers hang on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is going to sail through the end zone. 4 touchdowns.
35-yard line.
Cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the climb metric. Ran up by the Lux Nessa up the highest metric. The city just made a sneak.
Oh, my son! Hey!
A first down throw for Nix. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
It is 3rd and 10.
Oh, my son!
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Quickly to the outside and complete. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Broncos.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
1st and 10.
Oh, my son! Ready! My name is Hunt.
Throwing. Nix. That one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Herbert now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third down and 9. Throwing now is Herbert. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. with good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 6.
Hey, go Lions, go.
Herbert to throw. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, L.A.
Los Angeles.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
His kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 20, Broncos 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Snap on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
38-yard line.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Oh, my son!
Second down. Knicks. They set up the screen for Darby. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Tight end going in motion here. Now, Herbert. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 36 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
A quick throw, the RPO is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's second and 1.
Broncos 16-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. They'll try to hit him with a screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no good.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He will score! Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Oh, my son! Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay! Bombers, bomb. Captain, 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 captain.
Hicks, now to throw it here on first down. Going right, it's taken in. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Yards on the pickup.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 6.
Oh, my son! Joe. Hey!
Working out of the gun. It's Hicks. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got it.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Olay, 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 olay!
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big-time play for the Broncos. 54 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Nix. That's to the end zone, but just too far. That one's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football line defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
In the end zone, it's incomplete. Coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Captain, Captain. Oh, my son. Ready. My name is Hunt. Kill.
Throwing is Nix. Forced to his right. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. Got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Ready. My name is Hunt.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Oh, my son. Get him. Ready. My name is Hunt.
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Go.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of ball here.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard
Second down, they need 7.
Set.
They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Set. Lion. What is it?
From the gun, it's Herbert. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. They say it's 4th and inches. On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Oh, my son.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Oh, my son.
A 1st down throw for Nix. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9.
Oh, my son.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Pressure gets there. Down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker. But you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Now a shot here deep quarter, Greg, they have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Throw it. Missed. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening has the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Give him 10 more on that one. And another 1st down.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
At the 29-yard line.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Handoff here, up the middle. It's a gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock?
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, L.A. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering a miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Broncos 11.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And that one's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Little Surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
And that is incomplete. It's just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He's got room at the 30. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. What a play on 4th and long. 54 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. This out wide to Dobbins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Oh, my son!
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Captain, 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 captain. Oh, my son! Olay, olay, olay! Olay, olay, olay!
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Now give on the ground. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
23-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll send the man in motion left. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
6 yards.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
47-yard line.
Oh, my son!
Snap on 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure left to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Back to throw. Left side, and it's caught by Warren. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Denver 1st down. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Away. Hold on, set. Bombers. Ready. Right here, right.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to take a shot down the field. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing back throws.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and 1. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Dicker now for the extra point.
Cameron Dicker for the extra point.
He's got it. And the Chargers add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Away. Hold on, set. Red, pull left.
To throw is Nix. Going for it all. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
2nd and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready. Away.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's going to try it here again. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Cam Smith
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
That's caught. And will be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wake up, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did it find out where? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blind. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this side. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. It felt so real, but now I plead, just take the deal. I promised you a contract. I promised you a contract.
Yeah. Yeah. Blizzard. Yo, man. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Be hate, no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish rap, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a baker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, trying to give me some more. On I pack, this ain't. I'm talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the goat. If you don't agree, ask the streets and this 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Front and back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Be hate, no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish rap, most want it.
Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never gotten phone if I knew I would get so attached. Promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my
foot down, get my mind right.